it's multi-levels for me. Jason and I go way back with a lot of different things, and Georgia's positioned itself to be a front runner in manufacturing in the States, and with the port and everything else that's going on, there's a lot of things that's going to be moving through this state that I don't think anyone's seen since what happened to California. So I would say that anyone who is not attached to manufacturing in some kind of way probably needs to. In the next 20 to 30 years, it's going to be live and real. To me personally, it's big because I've got 15 years experience in making things. It's near and dear to my heart, so I know what it takes to get things done, but I also understand how many jobs are created by one manufacturing job, and that's why I wave the flag. If we're going to do anything for Georgia, let's promote manufacturing, and everything else will follow suit. Absolutely, and that's one of the things that I love about Georgia Manufacturing Alliance is that we educate the populace. We let them know that, hey, if this product's made here in Georgia, it promotes Georgia jobs, why not buy that? It might be a few cents more, but it's amazing how people will weigh that out and make that decision based on their own economic condition in their own state. One of the things that I've worked with manufacturers in the last couple of years is going in and talking to them about their jobs and what they need. My business, Pridestaff, is an actual staffing company that is always looking for jobs, and it's hard right now. We're at the bottom of the bucket when it comes to the labor pool, and it's getting even more and more, it's getting more and more hard to find those people that can fill those skilled labor jobs. Right now, as it stands in Georgia, I think that's our biggest concern, is that we've promoted manufacturing so well that we've got everybody to come over here. Now we've got to fill the positions in order to get it done. The age-old thing is that nobody wants to go into a dirty factory and get all these things, do a career that doesn't really suit to them. The difference today, though, is that everything is so high-tech. These whiz-bang gadgets and gadgets that everybody likes to mess with is all in these factories. If you go to a distribution center today, it looks like a mechanical fantasia. There's all kind of things going on. All this stuff, all the computerized everything that goes along with it, and the internet to boot is all embedded in there. So anyone who's young, especially the Generation Y out there, they're absolutely fit for these types of jobs. It is getting to be cool to be in manufacturing again. And I wave that flag every time I can. I let everybody know this is what you need to be looking at. Well, to me, it's huge. When we were at the award ceremony for Georgia Manufacturing last year, there were candidates and people from California coming to see how we're doing things. There's a lot of stuff coming this way, not just from the manufacturing side, but also the moving picture. The movies are coming this way. Hollywood has made a stake in Georgia. There's a lot of things that a lot of states are looking at. This group itself is pioneering that effort. I mean, there's a lot of things we're doing that nobody ever thought of before. Thank God for Jason to be, have his dream and go after it. There's a lot of people that understand what it takes and what it means to get manufacturing in the state and how it produces economic welfare for the whole. I would say it's huge, and I would also say that other states need to come here and look at what we're doing, but also give us ideas to improve what we're doing. I mean, we're wide open. Jason's a visionary. Him and I both believe in something greater than us that guides our ways, and him and I have had those talks at about 8,000 feet flying around all over Georgia. Those are things that you can't knock a man that's got a mission like that. And the thing is that Jason leads by example. He understands what it means. He understands the golden rule. He understands how to treat people. He's not doing it for himself. Jason has put his efforts into this, his monies, everything he can. He has not made a profit doing this because he believes in what he's doing. And that's the reason why I would tell anybody who's anything to do with manufacturing, or even if you're a service like I am in staffing, to be a part of, because it's breeding something that no one ever thought was possible. Jason has just happened to be that. I mean, in a lot of cases, he's a martyr to the system. He just does whatever it takes, the next right thing to make things happen. And I'll back any man that is like that. I mean, yeah, he's a really good friend of mine, a really good person. Thank God we have someone like that for manufacturing. I think it's huge. For one, for the fact that the governor understands what it takes to get manufacturing into Georgia, but two, that our governor, he's got to be one of the wisest men in the United States right now. And I know it's not just him, it's his staff, it's everyone that it takes to make those decisions. But it still takes that gut instinct, that understanding of what it takes to make a state prosper. And he has been on board since day one. It's just awesome that a continuation of GMA going into its next era of what we're doing, along with what our legislation is doing. Both of them are starting to meet in the middle, and we're starting to get major traction right now with understanding what it takes to make manufacturing happen in Georgia. There's all kind of reasons. One, for the fact that it's a pure organic manufacturing group, meaning there's nothing we're asking from anyone other than their experience. I mean, come and share, come and learn, come and get some insight. I like it because I get to go into facilities and see how they do things. Not because I'm going to steal from anything they've got. It was just to understand how we can make things better. If we can improve our processes and make things more efficient, we're bettering something along that supply chain, thus making it easier for us to sell our products. Anytime I can promote Georgia manufactured products, then that's, by all means, it's better. Is everything cheaper in the States? No. Is the value increasing? Absolutely. Today, this day and age, a lot of things that are happening, we want to have better control over our manufacturing. A lot of stuff's coming back from China right now. And the company that I just alluded to earlier with Ranger Lock, all of that product's made in China right this second. We bought it with the whole purpose to bring it back to the States. So there's a lot of things happening, and with me, being in services with staffing, I want to be a part because I want to help manufacturers the best I can. So there's something in it for everybody. The manufacturers, the service people, everything. I don't know what the statistic is on the ratios, but for every one manufacturing job, there's X amount of other jobs created. You're always a part of that supply chain. Everyone is somehow tied to manufacturing. So I would say it's important for the manufacturers to get involved, but it's also important for everybody else too.